Hello friends, my name is Ashley and I'm so excited about today's video. We are going to be shiplapping the kitchen island today and I cannot wait for y'all to see how easy it is to do and how beautiful it is. At first I thought, is it gonna look good? Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. So I can't wait to show y'all how easy it is, and you can get this done in one day for sure. We did it in 2 days just because of our time limit that we had on those days. But honestly, the thing that took the longest was painting, just because we had to wait for the top coat to dry. I'll get into all of that here in a minute and show you guys what we did, but I did want to go ahead and welcome anybody who's new here. I do homemaking style videos and home project style videos, so if that's something you're into, I do post weekly. I'd love for you to join my YouTube community by hitting that subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up. It just lets me know, hey, I'm into these videos, keep doing them. So let's hop right in, and what I'll do is I'll actually put a timestamp right here, because before I get into shiplapping the island, I want to go ahead and clean and organize and declutter underneath my kitchen cabinets. They desperately need it. So if you need some motivation, some decluttering motivation, then stay tuned for that. But if you're here for the shiplap, I'll put a timestamp for you right here, so that way you can just hop right onto it. But y'all, let's jump into this video. Let's declutter, spruce up this kitchen island, make it look new, farmhouse. I'm excited, y'all. Let's jump right in.
All right, y'all, so this is the cabinets under my island. And as you can see, they need to be decluttered and reorganized. I'm gonna start out by removing everything from the cabinet. And also I was trying to show you, this is not dust. This is actually paint residue from previous owners or something. I cannot figure out when this happened, but it is not dust and I will get that taken care of later. For now, I am going to be clearing everything out of the cabinet. That way I can just take inventory of everything I have in a more effective way. Then if I were to just kind of scan everything that's under there, because everything is stacked in and packed in, that I might miss something. So I'm just gonna pull everything out. This is just a good rule in general to pull everything out of a cabinet. You'll find it a lot easier to take inventory, to donate or trash things or recycle things by doing this method. Also, taking everything out allows me to do a good wipe down of the entire cabinet. Okay, y'all, so what I decided I was gonna do is I'm gonna first take everything that I don't want, put it in a trash bag to take to donations, and then of course if there's anything that is broken that needs to be thrown away, I will recycle those or throw away the broken items. So I'm trying to slowly replace any of my plastic Tupperware or bowls with glass, and this can seem really overwhelming when you actually go to do this task, and it can kind of be an expensive task as well. So my best advice is, if you're wanting to swap out your plastic for glass as well, just take it one step at a time. For me, I'm just going to replace them in stages just to make it a little less overwhelming and a little more budget friendly. Okay, do y'all remember your parents or grandparents having these as kids? I had to show you these. My grandma gave me these and she said she bought them at a Tupperware party in her neighborhood in the 70s. So I am definitely keeping these. They're an exception to the rule as they have such a special meaning. Plus, I think they're kind of cute too. Now I'm just putting everything back in an orderly manner, placing the things in front that I use the most and the things that I use the least in the back. And here are the before and afters of how it turned out. All right, y'all, time for the part that most of you probably clicked on the video for, and that is the DIY shiplap that we are going to add to the kitchen island. It's so easy, so affordable, anyone can do it, and it really upgrades your kitchen. So like I mentioned earlier, we're doing DIY shiplap, so I'm gonna kind of give you an overview of all the tools that my husband is going to be using, and I'll try to link a list of all of these items in the description box to reference back to as well. But we used 5mm thick plywood, and we cut it with a cordless circular saw and used a Craig circular saw edge guide to make sure to get straight cut lines. And we also used 16 gauge 1.5" finish nails, and by we, I mean my husband. And I wanted to show you the nail gun that we're using. Once again, I'll have this all linked in the description box below, but we're just gonna cut these plywood pieces into 6-inch strips. So how we got started is he just laid out all of his tools and then he got started cutting, and really all I did was help hold up the wood as my husband cut, but he did all the legwork and he finished cutting all the strips. Now after you've cut all your plywood to the proper measurements of your island or the space you'll be shiplapping, you're going to take your nail gun and your liquid glue, put the liquid glue on the back of the plywood that you just cut, place the piece of plywood on the island, put some pressure to it just to make sure it adheres to the surface well. While you're putting pressure, just make sure that it's straight and that there's enough gap in between the pieces of plywood that you're laying down on the island or the wall. And you can do this by using a nickel or just eye it, whichever you feel comfortable with. Then once it's secured and in place, nail it in with your nail gun. Do keep in mind that you might have to measure and make special cuts if there is a plug-in or anything like that on your island or wall that you're going to be shiplapping. And that's actually what my husband's doing here. He's just cutting an area out of this piece of board to make room for the electrical outlet. Also note that we started from the top and worked our way down the island just because I feel like our eyes are more drawn towards the top of the island, and that's what we're going to be paying more attention to. So we did start at the top and move down.
Y'all, I am so happy with this and how it turned out. I cannot wait to paint it. I'm going to prime it and then I'm going to paint it, and I'll show you what color I'm going to use and all of that fun stuff here in a second. But let's jump in and get this painted, because y'all, I can't wait to see what it looks like, and I can't wait to show y'all what it looks like when it's all painted and done. Also, we were thinking maybe we should take this to the next level and put a chopping board style countertop for this island and kind of make it a little bit bigger as well, but also just, I think it would be so pretty. So I don't know, stay tuned. All right, y'all, let's get back to it. I'm gonna start painting this and then I'm gonna show you the final reveal.
So I'm just using this white primer you see here, and the paint color I'm using is called Greek Villa in the semi-gloss. These are both Sherwin-Williams brand, and I'll actually list the paint color and everything that we use to do the DIY shiplap project in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. And if I left anything out, feel free to leave any questions in the comments below. I always try to make sure to reply back as quick as I can. Before I get started painting, I'm going to tape over the floor near the island just to catch any paint that might drip when I'm painting the bottom. And later my husband came home and kind of made fun of me for only adding one tape around the island. He added like 2 or 3 extra rows for me, so I thought that was sweet. Also, as you can see, I am using a paintbrush to outline the bottom and top and side of the island, but I'm actually using a roller brush for the rest just because it leaves a way nicer and smoother texture than a paintbrush.
Nothing more to say, let's just waste away. One more time is all we need. A bitter truth to face, not that innocent. We know what we did. I'm a sucker for your love.
Y'all have to let me know in the comments, do you enjoy painting? Because I feel like I really just don't like it at all, which may seem like I'm lying because I'm always painting something, but I just don't like to do it. I like the outcome of painting, but let me know in the comments below, do you enjoy painting, or are you like me and you only do it if you have to? Also, just a quick tip for those who have tiled floor like me, if you do get any paint on the floor, use rubbing alcohol. It takes it out effortlessly. I don't know about wooden floors, I would research that, but for tiled floors, it works really well. So because the paint color that we painted the shiplap was just a little different than the rest of the island, we did have to remove the drawers, the cabinet doors, and the knobs so that we could paint the front of the island to match the shiplap we painted over the island. Also, stay tuned because we show you an easy and inexpensive way to do trim. And of course, you have to stay to see the big reveal. Y'all are gonna love it. Because of how uneven our floor was to the island and the wood, we did end up caulking the bottom, and it really cleaned up the look. And then my husband took 5mm plywood that he beautifully cut into 2-inch strips and added liquid nail to it, and then just nailed it in like he did with the shiplap. And as you can see, he matched up the corners, and you would never know that this was just a regular old 5mm plywood. And y'all, my husband really did a great job on this all together. I really could not thank him enough for all of the hard work that he really did put into making my kitchen island shiplap dreams come true. So thank you, hun. I love my island, and I'm excited for you guys to see it's almost done. So now I'm just going to fill in the holes that were made with the nail gun with my wood filler, and then I'm going to prime and paint. All right, y'all, time for the big reveal. I love everything about it. I'm so excited about it, and y'all will have to let me know in the comment section below what you think. I am just loving it. It's giving me all the farmhouse vibes, and I could not be happier. All right, y'all, so real quick, I wanted to point this out. Some of y'all probably already noticed this, but we did not finish boxing this in because at first we thought, you know what? We could probably just do the fronts, like put trim on the front of the island, and the sides, because we kept the old trim on, we can just kind of caulk and give it that flawless look. But after we boxed this in, we thought, gosh, that looks, let's see, it's so bright because it's the same color. We thought, gosh, that looks so pretty. Let's go ahead and box in the sides. So that is why the sides are not boxed in yet, but I'll be sure to show you in next week's video when it looks like boxed in. And then also the electrical outlets, they were kind of yellowed. And so I decided, you know what, we need to get new electrical covers for the electrical outlets, sorry. And so that is why there is no covers on the electrical outlets. But that's just a quick run to Home Depot, but I wanted to get this filmed and show y'all. I was just way too excited about how it turned out. But let me know in the comment section below what y'all think. I think it's so much brighter. I am absolutely in love with it, and I'm so thankful for my husband.
Reaching for the ground, as we're lost aligned, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy breeze.
All right, y'all, that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys learned a little bit about DIY shiplap. And if there's any questions that you may have, please feel free to ask me in the comment section below. I always try to reply back as quick as I can. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and the notification bell, as I do post weekly videos. All right, y'all, I'll see you next time.
The world in